way better, buddy.
Oh, hi, he's so
Yeah,
cute.
my boy. It's my good boy. That's all right. Good boy, Chunk.
Working on little positional changes, getting specific with the heel. Nice.
It's so good for his brain. So
Yes.
good for his brain to do this regularly. You know, that's why we walk our dogs, you know. But it takes so much to focus on where I'm going. He's not going to get an exercise like this anywhere else where they have to follow like this. The heel really is a great leadership exercise here. And it really just shows you where you are with your dog. Good. That's why everybody that you see in town, when they see somebody walking a dog like this, it doesn't matter if it's this big or his size, and they're walking politely, everybody's just astounded. They say, is that a working dog? Like, is that a service dog? It just blows people's minds because they understand that the level of the relationship is one of envy because they understand that you have control, and most can't understand that that's even capable. How did you do that, right? Why is it listening to you? Good.
Nice,
Good.
following that left leg.
Good. Wow. I don't think he's worked this way, his brain this way in a long time.
He's gonna be tired.
Yeah. Way
Look
way
at
more
that beautiful
tired.
position.
It's looking really good.
Behind your leg, to your left, paying attention 100%. If you ever want a reminder of what heels should look like, reference this video.
There you go. He's not perfect. He's making a lot of little mistakes, but he's getting there.
Wow.
Nice, nice. I think it's starting to come back to me.
Hey.
There you go. That's right. That was a mistake.
Brain fog.
Good.
Nice work.
Good. Yeah, boy. What a beautiful boy. Yes.
He really is a beautiful shepherd.
Oh, gorgeous. Absolutely.
I think Taylor's gonna grow into something
She's gonna
similar
be
to him.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
He's just got he's got like a boxier face, like I was saying.
Yeah.
I just think it's so cute. It's very youthful looking. Good. Oh, I just love his temperament too. It's a great temperament. Good. This is like a whole nother wavelength, you know, for the brain to exist in outside.
Hi. Oh.
Look at you, smart dog. Wow.
Can I pet him? Hey. 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 You see the brain
Yeah.
has to
and
split.
The position starts to compromise when his brain malfunctions like that. Should I stay or should I go? That's wavering on his commitment to me, right? And then I can find those moments. Good. Now listen, I know you said that this is a great video to look at for heel. He's actually going to look even better in a few sessions. This is his first one with us, and I haven't seen him in a year. He's going to look so much more confident in his stride once he remembers and re-experiences what's off limits and what's on limits. Like, what behaviors am I allowed to do and what am I not? He's still kind of like, what am I allowed to get away with and what am I not? A few days from now, he'll know all that and you will see much more confidence in his step. Good boy. Good. I'm actually seeing more confidence now that he got corrected for going to you just because he was like, oh yeah, okay, so that one's off the table, right? Good. That was nice. That was amazing.
Good job, buddy.
Stay. Oh, you're pretty. Good. And then we gotta start filling him up with pride for listening. This is part of the recipe to get that, just that perfect dynamic between you and the dog, where you're that person that looks at it and says good, and then you see that's reward. Oh, I feel good. That pride in listening is so important. Good, and I see he's definitely gonna be very prideful. You can see it, that's very good. It's part of the reasons why I really like his temperament, is he really is totally fine with following. Once you lock him into that position, he's like, this is where I'm supposed to be. And he's right, that is where he's supposed to be. And that's where he feels comfortable. And he realized, this is my work. I'm a working dog, this is my work. I do what these people are telling me to do. And if I'm doing a good job, I'm doing my job. I am working. Good boy. I am doing my part in the pack, okay? Good. And that's where the pride comes from. Good. I'm so proud of you. Yes, I am. Sit. Let's see if you can get this sit from here. That's very nice. Wow.
Good boy.
And just how pretty it looks. I really do think it's important to let them know, like, man, you look good right now. Dang, that was really impressive. Good. And if you feel that when you say that to them, they can tell you feel that way. They're like, oh, I like when he feels that way. And he's giving me that when I'm performing these commands right. And it gets to the point where you don't have to be so exuberant. It gets to the point where he's saying good and giving him that eye contact gives that, you know? Good boy. Down. Wow.
First time we've asked him to down this whole tune-up.
You know, he's definitely, he's complying here. I think the state of mind looks lovely.
Yep.
He is a guard breed, and I know that's in him, you know, and I personally love a nice guard breed. So I'm not going to, if he was mine, I would grow him up so that he would have some responsibilities, but I had control. So he would know, hey, don't bark at people that are coming out of the door. But if something looks really off, yeah, bark. And then, but if I come in the room, don't bark crazy, give me a couple barks. When I come in the room, stop barking. If I say stop barking, and relax completely, because I got this. Those kind of things. So the dog, they feel best, their soul feels best when they know their role in the pack. How do we survive through this life together? And it's like, a lot of dogs, we just have to say, hey, you don't have to be at the alarm. You don't have to tell us that people are coming and going, I know that. But if it's 3 a.m. and somebody's coming through the window, so the dog, they know, right? So if he barks, the way that you do it is if he barks at a time that you're like, that wasn't bad judgment, you don't correct that time. Okay, you say stop, stop barking. And then, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't a bad bark because there is somebody that I'm suspicious of right now that's kind of on the property. And I'm glad that you gave me that little warning. There's all sorts of things you can do. You can even say, don't bark. I don't like the bark. No, don't bark, right? And then he'll be like, I can't bark. But next time something happens down the road, the dog's gonna be like, I wanna bark, but I can't, and they'll growl instead. This happens a lot. And then I'll say, I like that growl. So you, instead of barking at the guy out the window, who I don't want here and does look suspicious, you growled. So I can hear it. He can't hear it. I like that. I like that. So I say no to the barking and yes to the growl. But then also yes to the bark at certain times. So now I have my dog in there who I had to put years into, who has the judgment that I want. You never hear his voice, but if you do, somebody isn't that I agree with him that it's somebody who's a little suspicious, and I usually thank him for that bark. He's got good judgment. There's been a handful of times I had to say that was wrong judgment, and there had to be times I was like, that was good. So he learned. Okay. It's amazing. It's amazing how they can shape. Good. So I already seen him. He looks good because he already did his look around. But before he looked around a little bit. He's seen. Nothing's moving. No one's coming. I'm relaxing. But you see that with him. If somebody were to start walking down this road and he started paying extra attention, I'm going to disagree with that because I've already assessed it and said that's not danger. So seeing him assess it, I'm going to correct him for assessing it. I'm going to say shush. He's going to understand that means I'm disagreeing with what you're doing. Don't worry about it. Trust me. Respect me enough to listen to me and trust me enough to understand that I have good judgment. That person's not going to bother us. They walk around. Hey, how are you? Bye. That was a moment that I shaped his judgment. Just we stack them on top of each other. So next time we see that situation, he might not be so readily to assess it. He's like, okay, I've been here, done that. I'm not supposed to worry about that one, right? So I'm talking a lot about this because he's being raised by the owners, just like everybody. He's only here for a brush up, and he's turning into adult. Last time I seen him was 6 months. He's a year and a half now. He's turning into an adult. So how can we shape them to be what we want? This is how you do it. This is how you use the training to continue to raise your dog, to get them to the place that they need to be. So they have good judgment. They're making the right shots by 3. That you don't have to keep, whoops, these things are so slippery.
Oh my gosh.
These things are so slippery. You don't have to, when they're 3, go through all these things. They've been there, done that. They have their judgment. They're good. They have good reactions. This is how we use the training to do that, okay? I love what I'm seeing from you. Good. I'm seeing a committed dog. Now I see a committed dog. He's like, you are the guy. I'm following you. I'm saying, I love you. I'm telling him I love you for that. That's what I like. Because that is successful out here in the world. If you listen to me, we're gonna do well. Good. And your life's gonna be fun and good and great and open. We can do things. I can bring you places, you know? Or not, and we can just hang out here and have a blast, you know? Good. Good boy. I'm gonna ask him to walk now. We'll see what it looks like. Heel. Good dog. I love it. He's a joy. You know, he's a fill your cup dog. He's not, what I like about him is he's not dominant. I haven't felt a lick of dominance in him. And I think that's the thing that I like about him the most, is that he's just goofy. Good boy. Come on. Right, you're doing good. It's nice.
Nice work.